Good afternoon. My name is Vincent Happy Munisi. I'm an author and I've written like 8 books. And this is my first one called Africa Must Unite. And basically, I wrote this to inspire people, to inspire the African community to think about the royal past and their heritage. And actually, it's an A to Z, um, what you call about uh, the kingdoms of Africa, all of them, and in A to Z of the events that happened in Africa, A to Z, and in A to Z of all the leaders that have made an important impact in African independence and African liberation movements. So it's a compact book, full of stuff. Um, it starts off with the reason why Africa must be united, and I put it in the main reason for the unification of Africa is purely social and economically driven. A united gross domestic product will enable Africa to form one currency, which will enable the African currency to compete against the US dollar and the euro in the world market. That's the main reason. And it goes to the petition, when they petitioned it in 1898 or something. Yeah. Um, then it goes to the introduction. It goes, yeah, this book is a comprehensive coverage of an A to Z of Africa's vast royal kingdoms in part one. It portrays an A to Z coverage of the key events in Africa in part two, an A to Z of the people who made African history through their liberation movements, national movements, and how they ruled in part three. It highlights the coups, the counter coups, and the military leadership, the dictatorships, and lately the democratic movements and their leaders within each African country. In part four, it gives guidance to the formation of the United Countries of Africa. Africa must unite. Well, what's this point of having 54 different currencies competing against what you call one unit like the euro and the US? It's diabolical. You know what I mean? If you think about it, it's like having 54 different banana republics competing against conglomerate. Do you know what I mean? Conglomerate states like the United States and the US, Russia, they're all, how many states make up all these what we call so-called super states, if you think about it? If Africa really starts thinking about becoming a super state, they have to combine and unite and really start thinking, stop thinking small. You know, this whole thing of